We're talking to Chief ETurner of the Metropolitan Davidson County Police Department. And Chief, before we had our break, we were talking about some general problems associated with the increase in crime in the Nashville Metropolitan Davidson County area. We also understand that the Metropolitan Police Department has attempted to try to bring in more people, more citizens into law enforcement through what is known as the Police Academy Training Program. Why don't you talk about that program and give us the official name for that program?
Okay, what we did last spring, we had what we call a Citizens Police Academy. And what this does is to basically help some of the people in this county understand why the police do certain things that they do. Actually, they participate in part of the training that regular police officers go through. They participate in part of it, they observe part of it. It's a way of communicating to the citizens of this county that we want you to understand why we're doing some of the things that we do. We're anticipating starting another Citizen Police Academy, probably in about 4 more weeks. So there will be an announcement in the newspaper, and you will probably hear something on radio. And we're encouraging all of those citizens who may want to participate to certainly fill out the applications and get them back to us.
You know, Coach, Chief, one thing that we certainly want to talk about is the Crime Stoppers program that you have, in addition to that program and the Neighborhood Watch program. Why don't you give us some information about that Crime Stoppers program, because I think that has been quite a successful program for the department.
As you said, the Crime Stoppers program has been excellent. We've gotten good results from that program. Certainly the Neighborhood Watch program, our crime prevention programs are very effective. And let me just say one thing about one of the other programs that we have, and that's the DARE program. I've spoken with Dr. Benjamin, and he says that is one of the most effective programs that's being offered to young people as it relates to drug education. And hopefully we're going to be able to put it in at some of the earlier grades in the future. We have a number of other programs that the police department provide through our PALS organization. The Saturday basketball program. In the summer we have a track and field program. We have football in the fall. We have a boxing program. So we're trying to reach out and touch as many young people as we can.
You know, Chief, I had an earlier show a couple of weeks ago dealing with the Partnership for Drug-Free America. We had a young lady from New York to come in and talk to us, the associate director for that organization. And I say that because I'm sure that she would want us to give you this information from their research and et cetera. And it has to do with the drug problem. According to her, they are now putting more emphasis upon this fact of marijuana consumption by young people, that is the real question and the real problem really in drug enforcement from the Partnership for Drug-Free America point of view. And I think that she also complimented the DARE program that Dr. Benjamin talked about in terms of what they are doing. But according to her, the real problem that we have in drug consumption in America really has to deal with marijuana and young people, and I'm sure that she would want me to give you that information. Now, certainly you already know that information, but she indicated that there is a tendency to look at the drug problem as increasing, but according to their information, there's a decline in drug consumption in America, with the exception of the teenagers.
Well, I think that certainly marijuana is one of the first drugs that a lot of young people start using, and it's because of the availability. It's accessible to most children, even at an elementary school age, and they often graduate to harder drugs.
And so it's an kind of entrance drug, as she indicated.
Absolutely, absolutely.
This is where they start. Very good. And of course, we've got a couple of minutes left here, Chief, that will give you an opportunity perhaps to say some things that we've not mentioned before over this last couple of minutes.
Well, certainly, as a police department, we cannot solve this problem alone. We are asking for suggestions from the community. We're asking for help from the community. We certainly look forward to developing a better relationship with the community as it relates to the police department. And we want to make an honest effort to reduce crime in this city.
And so not only are you concerned about law enforcement, but you're also concerned about service, that is, providing service for the community.
That's exactly right. We realize that we have to provide service to this community, and my position or my philosophy is that not only do we need to provide a law enforcement service, but there are other services that the police department can provide, and whatever we are able to do, we certainly want to do.
And your newest station will be over in South Nashville. And
this will be over in the Harding, Antioch area. I think the construction or groundbreaking is scheduled for sometime early spring.
Okay, and so we can look forward to a new approach to the administrative organization of the Metropolitan Police Department under your administration.
Yes, that's
very
correct.
good. And let me thank you, Chief, for coming by and giving us that excellent information this morning. We know that you are simply besieged by a lot of speaking engagements, and that crime is still on the increase no matter where you are. And we know that you're also in touch with your office, but nevertheless, you did take the time to come by and to allow our viewers to meet you officially. Certainly everybody know about your appointment, and many people have applauded that appointment, but we certainly thank you for coming by and meeting us this morning. And let us encourage you to tune in again next week for another informative edition of Comments. Thank you and good morning.